Oh, these are gonna be so good. Okay, so lunch today is going to be this measly little French toast with a little bit of wine. And I'm going to see what's going on with Meghan and Harry so that I can do a video while I'm eating. Okay, so I had to finished. I had to finish the French toast before I did the video because I couldn't multitask. I had to really focus on those French toasts. Don't ask how many I had because I don't want to talk about it, but I'm going to say that I will not have dinner tonight. Okay? I will not have dinner tonight. Okay, so things to do in Paris. Why am I talking about things to do in Paris? Well, obviously, I mean, I think if you've been watching my videos for a while, if I didn't say it, this is a YouTube channel about all things having to do with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And so lately, I have been mixing Paris, like when I go for a walk, because I do tend to walk a bit. Not that it's really making any difference in terms of, the issues I'm having because I eat too much, but I do walk, and I walk around Paris, and so I feel like, or felt like, it was a way to, not have things so focused on me too much, because I don't like being in front of the camera so much. And just to add something while I'm talking about Meghan and Harry, right? And, Princess Diana's last days or hours of her life were here in Paris and so on and so forth. And so about a month ago, I did mention that I was thinking of organizing a Sussex squad type of Paris meetup / whatever, I don't even know, where, or like a tour or something, some kind of Paris something for the Sussex squaddies, and yada yada. But I never really thought about it beyond that one time, and then I got an email yesterday, I think it was, which I'm not really sure about the email. I mean, it was kind of like someone who said, I am, I really liked your Paris, the mixing of the Sussex stories with Paris. But then the person was like, I'm a natural born woman. And I just thought, okay. Thank you for that bit of information. I'm not really sure what that means. And I mean, is that where we are in the world? Now we have to sort of specify, I'd like to come to Paris and I'm a natural born woman. What in the name of God does that have to do with anything? But that said, it got me to thinking about this Sussex Squad Paris thing again. And I mean, there's so many things to do in Paris, but I've never really organized anything like this, to be honest with you. I wouldn't even know where to begin. And but there's so many, like, you have this little trip, it's like a few days, maybe a few days or one day. I don't know, how would you do it? Or if somebody's coming to Paris anyway, and then one of the activities would be like a Sussex squad meetup. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it beyond my initial, oh, how fun would that be? But because that person emailed yesterday, I kind of just thought about Paris again. So yeah, I'll think about it a little more and see, what would be possible. Battle Parisian Seine River gourmet dinner and sightseeing cruise. Oh wow, 128 per adult. Okay, interesting. Versailles. That's always worth checking out. The Louvre Museum. Always worth checking out. Eiffel Tower, obviously, to the point that, I'm at a point where sometimes, I mean, I don't, not that I take it for granted, but I'm almost there, where I take that for granted. So, which would be kind of sad. Musée d'Orsay, always interesting. Not necessarily my favorite museum, but it's okay. It's interesting. Um, so many things to do and places to go while we talk about Meghan and Harry. But I don't know if people would be really interested. Actually, there were two people who actually responded to that particular email, and said that it would be interesting. So if it's something that you're interested in and you're watching this video, do send me an email and tell me. And maybe if I have enough people who are interested. I haven't gone to the Palais Garnier. It's on my list of places to go. And but how is this the Palais Garnier? Is this the Palais Garnier? I guess it is. How is this the Palais Garnier? So I haven't been there yet. Arc de Triomphe, okay, Sacré-Cœur. If it's something that you think you'd be interested in, do let me know. I don't need to know about whether you're natural born anything. This is not something that interests me in the least. If you're human, you're human, and that's all. And if you're a fan of Meghan and Harry and you'd be interested in sort of a meetup, I don't know, in the summer, I'm thinking would be better, like August, do let me know. This is nice. Mont Saint Michel is nice for a day trip. It would be a little pricey because you'd have to get a bus from Paris, and there's some nice hotels, but it would be better off season, I think, not in the summer. What a spectacular place, and the views are breathtaking. I just love Mont Saint Michel, and wow, it's just amazing. So let me know, okay, if you're interested, and I will look into it further. So what else? So there's this the public being totally exhausted with Prince Harry and Meghan. It's very, very interesting, and I spoke about that a day or two ago on one of my videos. All this fatigue, especially coming from the British press and the Australian press, and I'm like, if you guys are so fatigued with Meghan and Harry, why do you wake up every single day and write stories about Meghan and Harry? I mean, if I'm fatigued with something, to be perfectly honest with you, I am not going to continue to read it or consume it or talk about it or see it. I'm like cutting that out of my life. I mean, it's just a very bizarre way to show your fatigue with Meghan and Harry by continuing every day to drum up stories about them. Meghan and Harry have taken, a sabbatical. They are, relaxing in their homes. They're not looking at the internet. They don't care. You are the ones going after them, digging up stories about them, continuing to write and talk about them. I mean, I talk about them because I'm not fatigued. Therefore, I talk about them. The minute I'm fatigued, I take a sabbatical, right? But you guys are talking about how fatigued you are, and yet you just keep drumming up stories about Meghan and Harry every single day. I mean, it's a fake fatigue, right? It's fake. And so don't be fake. Admit that you are enthralled with them. You are fascinated with them. You're even addicted to them. You are obsessed with them. And why? Because they are exciting AF. They are exciting AF. Everybody knows it, okay? They're so interesting. They're infinitely interesting. And they're only just now getting started with God's grace, right? With God's grace, if they should be permitted to continue to delight us with their presence and their stories and their fashion and their good works and even their controversies. Just they are exciting. Let's admit that, right? Sky News Australia. Let's just admit it. You love it. And that's why you're talking about fatigue, because you see that they are fatigued. They're a little fatigued right now and they're taking a little break, and you can't even let them have a little break. So you're trying to drum up stories by talking about the fact that everybody's fatigued, except for you, Sky News Australia, and all the other press in England and Australia that continue to drum up stories about these two human beings. I mean, either make up your mind. Either you're obsessed, or you're fatigued. And if you're fatigued, take up sabbaticals. Stop writing about them, right? That's what I would say. Anyway, my darlings, I'm going to have a glass of wine. I'm almost finished my glass of wine. Had that with my French toast topped with what do you call this? Oh, I'm blanking. It's topped with, oh my God, what is it called again? The fruits in the syrup. Whatever it's called. I can't remember right now. Oh my God, this is like bad. My memory's going. But fruit cocktail. It's called fruit cocktail. It was so good. Finished my wine, and then I have a lot of work to do and a lot of headache work, like a big long list of headaches. And so maybe I'll just take a nap instead. Anyway, happy lunchtime on a Wednesday in February. I wish you a beautiful day. God bless everybody. God bless Megan and Harry. And let's talk soon. It's very painful. I tried to be kind, and I bought all this food for her, and then I got a note from I don't know who did. Someone slipped it under my door that I'm not allowed to feed stray cats. But this cat has been outside my window for a good year. She lives right under that tree over there. Can you see the tree? She lives under the tree. Good morning. Good morning, my little creature. You're so beautiful. I wish I could. I can't. I don't know what to do. You won't go home to mommy and daddy. You spent the whole winter outside. But you're fat AF. Look at you. So you're being fed. You're not a stray cat. You're a cat who is loved. But I can't be the one. I can't lose my apartment. I'm not French. Right? I'll be tossed out of my apartment. And then what am I gonna do? Come and live with you underneath the bush? I can't, my love. Where's mommy and daddy? Where's mommy and daddy? Where are they?